Welcome to the Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show as we continue from Houston, Texas, where the Texans have now won 5 straight. They were impressive defensively. They were impressive offensively. And Deshaun Watson with 5 touchdowns, a quarterback rating of 156. And in the second half, only threw 1 incompletion. Number 4 can play. He is our player of the game, presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. Deshaun Watson standing by with Aaron Andrews.
Well, Deshaun, you told me this week, coming off that injury last year and, of course, dealing with injuries now, it's been a slow process for you to start over. It looked anything but slow tonight. 5 touchdowns, only 4 incompletions on the night. What was going right for you in this offense?
Just fun, energy. We're executing, sticking to the details, and we're just playing free. And we got our swagger back today, and we just wanted to have fun and try to light up the scoreboard on prime time, and that's what we did.
Yeah, and you got that smile going too. Everybody's wondering what could have happened last year if you hadn't got hurt. Now this offense is moving, and they look like you're in such a groove. How explosive can you guys be if you keep clicking?
I don't even know how explosive we can be. I know it's top notch, and we just got to keep working. Today we showed just a little bit, but we're only going to continue to get better and improve each and every week.
Feeling good heading to Denver next week?
I feel great. Got to go on weekend, so I'm going to get to celebrate.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Either that or he's going to have to get into a bus and start driving to Denver right now. How about this night? I mean, it's one thing to win 5 in a row. I don't care who you are, who you're playing. That's not easy to do in the NFL, but to do it this way and to pull out of a nosedive with an 0-3 start, it's been impressive, and they are dangerous.
They are dangerous, and I just don't think we can say enough about the job that Bill O'Brien and his staff have done, because I can tell you at 0-3 and you've lost consecutive games, you come into the season, you have high expectations, and you stumble. And how you get it going. And when they started to win those games, it wasn't pretty. I mean, it was mostly defense. The offense was struggling, and I don't know really what they were trying to do in a lot of ways. They were running Deshaun Watson on keepers. He was taking a lot of punishment. They weren't getting a lot of big plays. And then the last 2 weeks, this looks like something. This is what they want to do. It's how they want to do it. And I like what I'm seeing. I mean, how can you not? And Deshaun Watson is getting healthier. They've got big players. I mean, it'll be interesting to see the injury to Will Fuller and how serious that might be. But they've got a lot of good things, and they've got a defense. Yeah, they gave up some yards and all that today, but who cares? I mean, it can travel, and they're going to be a handful for anyone to get out.
Yeah, they are, I think, clearly the favorite now in the AFC South. We will continue from Houston, Texas, as we give you some more shots from tonight. Second-year quarterback Deshaun Watson, so fun to watch, and so is he still. Back after this.
Join us for more football this Sunday as our cast of characters get you ready for all the action. We'll talk to a couple of young Lions that have Detroit motoring along, and Packers star wide receiver Devontae Adams joins us before the big game against the Rams. All that and much more, starting at 11 Eastern, only on Fox.
Let's have a great night.
It's going to be a fun week 8 here on Fox. Welcome back to the Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show on the heels of this win. In a final of 42-23, the Texans win it. They're rolling. They've won 5 straight. Here's their head coach in the locker room, Bill O'Brien.
Hey, look, great job. Great job. You guys have done this. You have done it, okay? You guys have worked your butts off to get back to this point. Now the key is, okay, you got to take care of your bodies. You got a little bit of rest here. JJ already said it. No, not doing that. No. This is you making us wait. All right, we'll see you on Monday.
They got confetti going in the locker room. They're like big kids. They get some time off,
right.
and Bill O'Brien says, see, on Monday, that's the reward for the way they played here tonight.
Yeah, and well-deserved. And they've got some guys that are banged up, and so the weekend off, you worry. The only thing you worry about as a coach, the way that they have been rolling, you almost want to play in 7 more days. But they're going to take the time off. These guys will get out of town. It's a great reward for them after a huge victory. And he's right. Those coaches deserve a lot of credit. Those players deserve a lot of credit. It's impressive what they've done.
Just a quick word about the Dolphins. Tonight wasn't good. I think really any way you look at it, they've got to get their quarterback Ryan Tannehill back. Do they get him back in a divisional battle next week at home against the Jets? They have a game at Green Bay. Then they have a bye. Time's running out. They got to get their quarterback back healthy.
Yeah, they got to get him back, and they got to figure out a way to win a football game. And they've got some time now to get ready to do it. I mean, that is the one good thing about playing on a Thursday night. That you can get rested up. Maybe some guys that are banged up will get a chance to play now with the extra days. But Ryan Tannehill, maybe if they win this game, they're able to give him a little bit more rest. But they're in a desperate position right now for it being, still relatively early in the year.
Game 3 of the World Series is coming up right here tomorrow night from Los Angeles. We're done talking about football. That's it. Now our focus is on baseball. We're on to Los Angeles. We're on to Los Angeles. What's coming up next? Late local news on Fox and the U.S. Army postgame show on NFL Network. Good night from Houston.
Welcome to the U.S. Army postgame show.
Huge night here in Houston for the Texans as they celebrate a 42-23 win. There's J.J. Watt walking with DeAndre Hopkins, Deshaun Watson with them as well. They'll be joining us coming up right here. Don't go anywhere. Plus, we have a huge week on NFL Network.
All this week, NFL Network is live from London. Wake up with a Good Morning Football crew across the pond. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern.
Pinch me right now. This might be the coolest moment of my life.
And Good Morning Football Weekend, Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
You got to be able to run the ball.
Then, Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. NFL Game Day Kickoff is live from Wembley to get you ready for Eagles-Jags.
I think the division is wide open.
And at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, the only place to see the game live is on NFL Network with Rich Eisen, Mooch, Kurt Warner, and Michael Irvin on the call.
What an unbelievable catch.
NFL Network, live from London, all this week.
You are watching the U.S. Army post-game show. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
Welcome back to NRG Stadium. Here's the play of the game presented by U.S. Army. We got Deshaun Watson here to DeAndre Hopkins. One of 2 touchdowns for Hopkins tonight, plus that amazing catch that wasn't ruled a catch. We're going to talk about that because I have some thoughts. We all have some thoughts. A huge night for the Texans here, 42-23 win. And we have a star-studded crew up here at the desk. These fans, of course, sticking around to see Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt, Willie McGinnis, NLT as
We
well
balling.
here.
We got all the ballers up here. We balling.
This has been what a fun game to watch. But Deshaun, you had more touchdowns tonight than incompletions. Only 4 incompletions for you, 5 touchdowns. You were on fire. You didn't get sacked in this game either. And now you have the Texans 5 wins in a row. After the start that you have, what do you contribute? What clicked for you guys?
Really just having fun. I mean, getting back to, getting our swagger back. That was the biggest thing, especially on the offensive side. Everyone just having fun, playing free, not overthinking things. And that's what we did, attention to details and, to get one play at a time and we start clicking.
JJ, what do you say about this team? After the 0-3 start, the sky is falling, everybody is panicking. But Jonathan Joseph sent out a tweet saying, that was just on the outside. You guys are calm, cool, collective. You believed in each other. You just worked to get back. Now, you're the top of the division with a little cushion, and you got Monday off. You're off till Monday.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You start off 0-3, and outside, the whole world's falling. But inside, we knew what we had. We knew the guys we had. We knew. And the thing is, a lot of these guys, myself, have been through adversity, through injuries, stuff like that. So we know what it's like to be down and out. and we also know how to climb back out of it. So we're nowhere near where we want to be, but 5 wins in a row feels pretty good.
Feels real good.
So, DeAndre, your red zone offense today was outstanding. 4 for 4, 4 trips in the red zone, 4 touchdowns. What do you guys contribute that to? I know it's been a work in progress, but tonight it showed.
The big thing for us was no penalties. In the past, we had penalties that set us back. So we came out knowing that if we don't get any penalties and hurt ourselves down, then we're going to score.
And Willie, actually, I wanted to jump in real quick, ask you, Deshaun, how the whole rib situation is feeling. We talked a lot about this bus ride that you took last week. I was wondering about this bus in general, how amazing it was, but how are you feeling?
That first. How was the bus ride like?
I mean, the bus ride was fun.
We had a TV on that thing?
We had TVs, beds, game.
Massage therapists. They said you had it all.
I told them last week I'm coming out with an album.
D-Hop, just talk about it, man. You always come up in the conversation when we talk about best receiver in the league. Do you amaze yourself sometime with some of these catches? I just want you to take a look. I know you haven't seen it yet. Take a look at this catch, man. This catch was sick. And it wasn't pass interference on you either.
Oh, man, what a pass interference is.
No.
Exactly.
Look at that, man. Do you see how you came down with the ball? Look at your teammates.
I think I amazed myself on that one, man.
That is sick.
I definitely amazed myself
That
on
is sick.
Through the legs.
Through the legs.
We're going to count that catch.
We're going to count that. I counted it already.
That's a catch in my book.
I saw your highlight reel forever. That's one of the best I've ever seen. Do you just feel like you can't be covered by any cornerback in the league?
I really do, man. One-on-one, I feel like I can't be covered, man. I feel like if I put the ball in the air, it's my ball. It's either a PI or I'm coming down with it.
That's right.
It's so awesome. And then you have the offense that didn't turn the ball over for 2 straight games, and then the defense that has 11 takeaways since week 4. That's the most in the NFL. What do you think this team is doing different this year around JJ, especially the defense? Like, do you feel like you guys are sort of meshing better this year?
We're starting to click. I mean, it takes time. You know, we start off a little rough, and then you just week by week. There's no magic wand. You can't wave a wand and make it all better. We're just working week by week. The guys are getting comfortable with each other. Everybody's starting to know their assignments and do them. And we have a lot of great playmakers that know how to make plays.
Wait, JJ, first of all, you're washed up. At the beginning of the season, you weren't even supposed to be here. They said you was washed up, didn't have nothing left. And all you're doing is leading the league in sacks, tied with 8 sacks. I mean, you're feeling pretty good now, right?
You know, it's crazy. I got a couple of my best friends here this weekend, and we were just talking about last weekend when they were here. I was sitting on the couch in a brace, and I had to pee in a bottle, and they had to clean it by pee in the bottle because I couldn't get up to go to the bathroom.
Too much information.
It's too much. I asked them, I said, should I tell this story? Should I not tell this story? They said, tell the story. So I said, all right, I'll tell the story.
We love the honesty.
This year is a lot better. They don't have to clean anything up. Don't worry.
Well, we spent a few minutes of our post-game show breaking down you guys on the arrival shots today between you, JJ, and you, Deshaun, coming in. I think we have a split screen of it. First of all, the Shroot Farms sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And is that a Fendi monster robe you have going on there?
It's a Fendi robe. Shout out to my boy Vic.
The hell are you
about in LA?
But you know what I look at that as? Like, you know the boxing robe when they come to the ring, ready to fight? Wasn't that was your mindset,
Those
right?
don't cost that much.
Mine wasn't even $20. Mine was a gift from my brother. Mine was free.
Ooh, free. That's even better.
And Hop, we know you like to get on the fashion. You said, I'm going to let you guys go out
tonight. I knew the camera's going to be on me, man. I can't have them talking about me.
That's right.
Ours was like 20 grand. Ours was nothing.
Nah.
That was good. That was good. So now you guys are obviously sitting atop the division. There you are.
I got the Jamaican shirt. Shout out to my rosters.
Kept a low profile tonight. You want to slide in?
That's not normal.
It's Adidas.
That's not normal.
Oh, I know he get out. I know he dresses.
What's in the bag, though?
True Foods. I hope I get an endorsement. True Foods this evening.
What is True Foods?
You don't know True Foods?
No.
If you don't
Do I
get
need to be plugged
free
in on
food
this?
and money out of this.
I'm going to get in trouble for talking about this.
What is this?
I want True Foods too, whatever it is. Pass it
Reebok,
along.
Gatorade.
We all want it, yeah. So you guys are sitting atop the division pretty comfortably right now. So how are you going to spend your weekend now that you have off until Monday?
Rest. Eating and resting.
Rest. A lot of sleep.
Chilling out.
Chilling.
That's awesome.
Nothing is comfortable in the NFL.
But you guys are not content. I will say this. I talked to your coach before yesterday. You guys are not content. You guys are hungry. You believe you're the best team in this division, and you're just getting started.
Got to keep working. This league's too good. It's too hard to win in this league. You have to go out there and put in the work, and our guys know exactly how to do that, and they've been doing a great job of it all year, so we just got to keep it up.
Well, great win for you guys today. Go enjoy your time off. Maybe go to True Foods, whatever you're ready.
Oh, we're not going to True Foods tonight. Not tonight. Tonight we got to party
Relax.
a little bit.
Yeah. Go enjoy it. You guys deserve it. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
We have so much more still ahead on the post-game show. Don't go anywhere. Plus, coming up after this on Total Access, Calais Campbell joins the show there to talk about one of the other teams in this division, the AFC South. Not going so well for them right now. They're taking on the Eagles in London on Sunday.
Sunday.
Ooh, do we have a special Sunday coming up for you guys. We'll get you started with NFL Game Day kickoff to set up the Jags and the Eagles in London. And then the Game Day morning crew takes over for the call. Rich, Mooch, Kurt, Irv, all in a booth calling this game at Wembley. That's going to be an awesome time. Now, though, we got to wrap things up with this game first. And to do that, let's head into the winning locker room for Bill O'Brien.
Hey, look, great job. Great job. You guys have done this. You have done it, okay? You guys have worked your butts off to get back to this point. Now the key is, okay, you got to take care of your bodies. You got a little bit of rest here. JJ already said it. I'm not doing that. No. Not that much longer. This is you making us wait. All right, we'll see you on Monday.
A well-deserved win here for the Texans. All right, so they are sitting pretty now at the top of the AFC South. So how important is this game for the Jags, who are in free-fall mode right now, it feels like, who are taking on the Eagles in London on Sunday, LT?
It's very important, extremely important. It's almost a must-win because they're already one down, Willie, in the loss column because they lost to Houston already. And so, as we say, you lose one division game is really like two games. And they got to keep pace. If they don't win, then they fall even deeper in the hole. And I don't think they can come out of that if they lose.
All the pressure is on Jacksonville. They haven't been playing consistently on offense. Somewhat of a quarterback controversy going on there. The defense is in disarray, which is the core of that football team. And they're only a game and a half, I believe, in the division out of first place. So the division is still in the grasp, but the way this team is peaking at the halfway point and the way they're going is opposites. So they got to get it together. They got to hurry up fast. But this team is not going to take any backseat. They're not going to rest. They know what's at stake, and they're going to continue to play hard and try to win every football game they can.
And they've been watching these Texans climb up in the standings after starting 0-3. Oh, yeah. Now they're 5-3. As you mentioned, that Texans locker room is a little bit in disarray. We're going to actually hear from Calais Campbell coming up next on Total Access. That defense is allowing way too many points. They're benching Blake Bortles, and then they're not. I mean, a lot at stake this weekend here in London. But for now, that is it. We will be back next week in San Francisco as the Raiders take on the Niners. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night.
Thank you for watching the U.S. Army post-game show. Do you have what it takes? Find out at GoArmy.com/warriors.